Following some breaking news now, wrestling legend Hulk Hogan has died. His manager told NBC Los Angeles that Hogan died surrounded by his family in Clearwater, Florida this morning. He was 71 years old.
At 71, the immortal Hulk Hogan has passed away. The man who once body-slammed giants, tore his shirt before crowds of 90,000 roaring fans, and turned Hulkamania into a worldwide sensation, was discovered unresponsive in his Florida residence. He endured over 4 decades of intense wrestling, survived more than 10 spinal surgeries, and fought countless battles inside and outside the ring. But this time, the challenge was unlike any he had faced before. So what really unfolded during Hulk Hogan's final hours? Was it a sudden cardiac arrest? Or is there more to the fall of this iconic legend? News-breaking moment. On the morning of July 24th, 2025, Clearwater, Florida Emergency Services received a 911 call just before 10 a.m. The call was from the home of Terry Bollea, better known to the world as Hulk Hogan. Paramedics arrived within minutes. The report: cardiac arrest. They fought to stabilize him, rushed him to a nearby hospital, but at 11:17 a.m., doctors pronounced the WWE legend dead. He was surrounded by his wife, Sky, and his 2 children, Brooke and Nick. News of his death spread like wildfire. The WWE confirmed it just hours later, saying, "We are saddened to learn WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan has passed away." One of pop culture's most recognizable figures, Hogan helped WWE achieve global recognition in the 1980s. What happened to Hulk Hogan? For weeks, rumors had circulated about Hulk Hogan's health. Some claimed he had been hospitalized. Others whispered about a coma. His wife denied them all, saying just days before, "His heart is strong." But on that Thursday morning, everything changed. At 9:51 a.m., a medical emergency was reported at his Clearwater residence. When the first responders arrived, they found Hogan unresponsive. He was in full cardiac arrest and his heart had stopped beating. Paramedics performed advanced life support, then transported him to a nearby hospital. Despite every effort, the legend was declared dead just over an hour later. Clearwater police later confirmed no foul play, but a full death investigation is standard procedure. The official cause: sudden cardiac arrest, the cause of death. Cardiac arrest isn't a slow decline. It's sudden, it's silent, and it's deadly. According to the Cleveland Clinic, cardiac arrest occurs when the heart suddenly stops beating or beats so irregularly it can no longer pump blood. In most cases, it strikes without warning. 1 minute you're standing, breathing, talking. The next, everything shuts down. The symptoms: dizziness, fainting, chest pain, shortness of breath. Sometimes, no signs at all. For Hogan, a man who had gone toe-to-toe with giants and walked away with battle scars, this invisible opponent may have been the one he couldn't pin. What causes cardiac arrest? Experts say it's often linked to heart conditions like coronary artery disease, past heart surgeries, arrhythmias, or even past use of certain medications or substances. And Hogan had it all: multiple back surgeries, a history of heart procedures, and years of physical punishment from inside the ring. Health struggles before death. Hulk Hogan may have played the indestructible warrior in the ring, but behind the scenes, his body had been in a war of its own for decades. Years of slams, suplexes, and steel cage matches left his body battered. What started as minor knee scopes turned into 10 major back surgeries. In his own words, "My body just shut down on me." And while he kept a strong public face, reports now reveal that Hogan also battled heart issues in recent years, undergoing multiple cardiac procedures. There were also whispers denied at the time about recent hospital visits and declining health. And it's no secret, Hogan once admitted to using anabolic steroids during the peak of his career in the 80s and early 90s, a time when such use was widespread in wrestling. He later said he quit when laws changed and shifted toward a more natural, health-conscious lifestyle. But decades of wear, tears, and pushing the limits may have taken a toll too deep to reverse. The legacy of Hulk Hogan. He wasn't just a wrestler, he was the wrestler. With his 24-inch pythons, ripped tank tops, and iconic catchphrase, "What you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you?" Hulk Hogan didn't just perform in the ring, he defined it. He headlined 8 WrestleManias, slammed a 520-pound Andre the Giant in front of 93,000 screaming fans, and helped transform professional wrestling from a niche spectacle into global pop culture. He won 6 WWE championships, starred in TV shows and movies, and even had his own cartoon. From Rocky III's Thunder Lips to Hogan Knows Best, he entertained across generations. He wasn't perfect, but he was unforgettable. Whether you saw him on a cereal box, a Saturday morning cartoon, or tearing his shirt in slow motion, the Hulkster became larger than life. Final moments in tribute. As news of Hogan's passing spread, tributes poured in from around the world. Donald Trump called him strong, tough, smart, with the biggest heart. Sylvester Stallone, Hogan's co-star in Rocky III, said his heart breaks. Ric Flair, his longtime friend, called him an incredible athlete, talent, and father. And John Cena, the next generation's icon, paid silent tribute with a single photo. Hogan standing tall, holding Andre the Giant's head in an unforgettable clash of legends. WWE, in its official statement, said, Hulk Hogan helped define an era and brought professional wrestling into the mainstream. On Instagram, his family wrote, "May we all take solace in the wonderful memories he left behind. He will be missed, but never forgotten. Immortal Hulk Hogan may be gone, but Hulkamania, that lives forever. He wasn't just a wrestler. He was a symbol of strength, of spectacle, of never giving up, even when the odds were stacked against you. Through triumphs, trials, and controversy, one thing never changed. Millions of people across generations believed in him." So now it's our turn to say it one last time. What you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild in our memories? Share your favorite Hulk Hogan memory in the comments. And if this tribute moved you, consider subscribing, because legends deserve to be remembered. Rest in power, Hulk Hogan. The ring may be empty now, but your roar still echoes.